And how you guys doing? And hello, celebrities and entertainers and casting directors and corporations. Many things of importance. And in reference to the maids and butlers that worked for my mother and father and me, the ones that worked for my family, very important. In reference to celebrities and entertainers, I'm not sure which celebrities or entertainers had spoke to any of the maids or butlers that worked at my mother and father's mansions. But the satellite man just damaged my face and teeth again. They're hitting me in the teeth right here, and they're hitting me in the mouth. The satellite man is. That's physical assault. Everything is physical assault. So every time they're doing that, it's a lawsuit. But, back to the point of maids and butlers and people that had spoke to maids and butlers of my mother and father's properties. It's very important that some of the talk shows and maybe the late night shows, the late night talk shows or daytime talk shows, they might want to do some interviews with maids or butlers that worked for my mother and father. Very important, in reference to doing some daytime shows, and, they'd be paid by the show to do interviews, maids and butlers. But, celebrities and entertainers that are friends, maybe they've spoke to some of the maids and butlers that worked for my parents. And, maybe they can do some video chats on YouTube or one of the social media networks in reference to who I am and who my parents are and some family history. The maids and butlers that worked for my parents, they were really wonderful, and they've known me a long time. And they've possibly had court cases against these satellite controllers and these government people holding me hostage. It's very important for people to make videos and talking about me or, and the history of, some of the maids and butlers played tennis with me, and we played golf and bowling, and a lot of them was pretty good friends with me, and a lot of them was friends with my mother and father too, obviously, in reference to certain maids and butlers, or not these con artists that are trying to steal everything, and these con artists that are trying to hurt me and terrorizing me. They didn't work for my parents. Those are government front men or government thieves trying to steal everything. And don't forget the role protocol of my identities in the media 24 hours a day. And the Jenny Jones show, somebody might want to know about the history of my mother and, things about the Jenny Jones show. People can talk about it. People can say things in the media, friendly acknowledgments. My mother was wonderful. My father was wonderful, and, I'm the only child of my mother and father, and I'm the owner of the companies forever, of my mother and father's estates and businesses, plus, in reference to my grandfathers too, and grandmothers. Lots of things of importance. But, the maids and butlers, they can make YouTube videos. I haven't seen any videos of anybody. And celebrity females and celebrity guy friends, just make a video. Something quick saying, "Hello, Chase, how you doing?" So I can type in on YouTube people saying hello to Chase. Or, some people call me Little Walt Disney. My birth name is the same as my mother and father. And my birth name is the same as my grandfather's, too, and grandmother's. I have to carry all the names of my family history. So look up that information, too. But, in reference to celebrities and entertainers, I have not seen even one video of anybody confirming they know who I am or anybody saying anything about me, except for this one person trying to call me a fake and kind of some CIA person. They're all, when they say slanderous things, they're all tied in with government, which is conspiracy crimes. Because my parents got murdered by government criminals. My father loaned money to the American government back in the 60s. I'm not sure exactly how much it was, but some people think it was like $3 trillion or the 70s or whatever. But the U.S. government murdered my father because they didn't want to pay back the money or something. Look up that information. I'm not sure exactly how to say that, but somebody has a record to see what it is. But my father loaned money to the American government back in the day. Not sure of the amount, but look up the information. It needs to be public information. But, you know, in reference to celebrity females, you got to say something. Say, maybe say little Walt Disney, I guess. Or little Doris. Because, you know, they called me the little girl when I was growing up for my protection. You know, plus I performed in movies and TV shows as a little boy. And I performed in movies and productions of my mother and father as a little girl when I was a little boy. You know. Because I'm the only child of my mother and father. And my mother and father had productions, you know. So in reference to the studios, the big studios, I performed as a little girl when I was younger, and I performed as a little boy in TV shows and movies when I was little, and singing and dancing. Lots of things of importance.